Why you can't start anything, ADHD task paralysis explained. You want to start. You know exactly what needs to get done, but your brain just won't move. This isn't laziness. It's not procrastination. This is ADHD task paralysis, and if it feels like your brain is stuck in molasses while the world races ahead, you're not alone. For people with ADHD, this moment, the frozen feeling before starting, can feel like an invisible wall. Today, we're unpacking what's actually going on inside your brain, why common advice like just start often fails, and how to get real momentum back. Here's the truth. ADHD isn't a motivation problem, it's a dopamine regulation issue. Your brain needs a certain level of stimulation to initiate tasks. When a task feels boring, overwhelming, or has no immediate reward, your brain doesn't fire the signal to begin. It's like turning the key in a car, but the engine won't start. You want motion, but chemically, your brain is stuck in neutral. This is executive dysfunction in action, and it's incredibly frustrating when you're trying your best. You've probably heard tips like, just do it for 5 minutes or use a timer. And sure, those can help, but when your nervous system is overloaded and your brain is frozen, you need more than hacks. You need a system that works with your brain, not against it. That's why I created the ADHD Dopaloop newsletter to give people like you tools that are designed specifically for ADHD brains. In the newsletter, I share a 3-phase unfreeze plan that helps you break out of task paralysis step by step. It's the same method I use with clients, and it includes templates, focus rituals, and dopamine-friendly routines you can plug in immediately. And the best part? You can try it risk-free. If this video hit home, grab the free ADHD starter kit I've linked below. It includes 3 powerful tools you can use today to reduce overwhelm, get focused, and build momentum even on your worst brain days. Plus, you'll get access to my weekly emails packed with real tools, no fluff. And when you're ready, you can unlock the full ADHD Dopaloop toolkit for just $99 a year. ADHD task paralysis isn't a character flaw, it's a wiring issue, and once you understand that, you can stop blaming yourself and start building systems that actually work. Subscribe if this resonated, and check the link below to grab your starter kit. Let's rebuild your focus together. ADHD morning routine that actually works. Mornings with ADHD can feel like chaos. You wake up feeling already behind. Snooze alarms become a game of avoidance, and before you know it, an hour has vanished. If traditional morning routines don't work for you, that's not a failure. It means your brain needs something different. ADHD brains crave simplicity, stimulation, and structure in that order. In this video, I'll show you how to build a morning flow that's actually ADHD-friendly. We're not talking about rigid 10-step routines. We're talking about micro-wins, tiny rituals that anchor you and gently ramp up focus. Think dopamine-first tasks, visual cues, and removing early decision fatigue. Most importantly, we're going to cut the guilt. You're not lazy, your system just isn't built for neurodivergent minds. I created an ADHD morning planner that follows this exact structure, and I'm giving it away free inside the starter kit. It includes sample morning sequences, dopamine anchors, and habit scaffolds that actually work. You don't need discipline. You need a design that fits your brain. Hit the link below to grab your starter kit and get access to this routine template, plus more tools built for ADHD productivity. You'll also be subscribed to my weekly ADHD Dopaloop newsletter, where I share systems, not just tips. Let's build mornings that support your brain, not drain it. ADHD time blindness, why you're always late. Time blindness isn't just bad planning. For people with ADHD, it's a constant struggle with the concept of time itself. You either feel like time is dragging endlessly, or it vanishes in the blink of an eye. If you've ever said, "How is it already 4 p.m.?" That's time blindness. In this video, I'll explain what causes it and how you can work with it instead of against it. ADHD affects your internal clock. You don't have the same sense of elapsed time that neurotypical people rely on. That's why alarms, timers, and visible clocks are more than just helpful, they're essential. The good news? Time blindness isn't a flaw, it's a wiring difference. And there are tools that can help. I've put together a printable time anchoring toolkit inside the free ADHD starter kit. It includes visual planners, reminder templates, and external cues that help you resync your day. It's simple, adaptable, and designed with the ADHD brain in mind. Grab your starter kit below and take back control of your time without relying on willpower. You'll also get access to my ADHD Dopaloop newsletter with weekly tools and templates to help you stay on track. Let's make time work for you. ADHD versus anxiety. How to tell the difference. Do I have ADHD or is it anxiety? If you've ever asked yourself that question, you're not alone. These two conditions overlap in confusing ways, but they aren't the same. ADHD is rooted in executive function and attention regulation. Anxiety is rooted in fear and hyper-awareness, and while both can make it hard to focus, the why behind it is different. In ADHD, distraction is often caused by boredom or overstimulation. In anxiety, it's caused by worry and rumination. ADHD makes it hard to start. Anxiety makes it hard to stop overthinking. Knowing the difference is key to getting the right support. In this video, I'll walk you through the key differences and what to look for if you suspect both. I've also created a side-by-side breakdown chart in the free ADHD starter kit so you can finally see what's happening in your brain with clarity. Grab the kit below to access the chart, plus other tools that help you untangle ADHD from lookalike issues. And if you want weekly tools, templates, and systems that support ADHD brains, subscribe to the ADHD Dopaloop newsletter. Clarity is power, and you deserve it. ADHD and procrastination. What's actually happening? Procrastination with ADHD isn't laziness. It's a neurological freeze. You want to start, you know it matters, but your brain shuts down. Why? Because it's not about motivation. It's about dopamine, overwhelm, and executive dysfunction. In this video, I'll explain what's really happening when you put things off and what to do instead. Tasks that seem simple can feel massive to an ADHD brain. That email? It triggers decision fatigue. That phone call? Rejection sensitivity. Your brain is trying to protect you from discomfort, but ends up trapping you in inaction. The fix isn't more pressure. It's building motion with momentum hacks. In the free ADHD starter kit, I've included my unfreeze checklist, a printable flow that walks you through how to start anything, even when you're overwhelmed. It's built to work with your brain, not against it. Grab the kit below and join the ADHD Dopaloop newsletter for weekly tools, systems, and real strategies that help you break the freeze. You're not lazy, you just need a new way to begin. ADHD focus tricks that work for real people. Focus isn't about trying harder, it's about working smarter with your ADHD brain. If traditional advice, like just eliminate distractions, hasn't worked for you, there's a reason. Your brain isn't built for long, linear focus, but it can focus with the right tools. In this video, I'll share 3 ADHD-friendly tricks that actually work: body doubling, dopamine stacking, and visual task tracking. These aren't gimmicks, they're based on how your brain naturally engages with stimulation, accountability, and external structure. I've created a downloadable focus toolkit inside the free ADHD starter kit. It includes printable focus boards, a dopamine triggers list, and how to create your own body doubling setup even if you live alone. Grab your starter kit below and subscribe to the ADHD Dopaloop newsletter for weekly tips that don't just tell you to try harder. Let's build systems that help your brain want to focus. ADHD and rejection sensitivity, RSD explained. If small criticisms hit you like emotional earthquakes, you might be dealing with RSD, rejection-sensitive dysphoria. It's one of the least talked about aspects of ADHD, but one of the most painful. RSD isn't about being too sensitive. It's a neurological overreaction to perceived rejection, disapproval, or criticism. You can go from totally fine to emotionally wrecked in seconds, even if the feedback was minor. This isn't drama, it's a dysregulated amygdala, an overactive nervous system reacting faster than logic can catch up. For many ADHDers, it creates shame spirals, avoidance, and people-pleasing. In this video, I'll explain what causes RSD, how to spot it, and how to manage it, especially in relationships, school, and work. I've also built an RSD reset worksheet to help you interrupt the spiral when it starts. You can get it free inside the ADHD starter kit below, along with other printables and tools that help you regulate emotions, build resilience, and recover faster. Plus, you'll be subscribed to the ADHD Dopaloop newsletter for weekly support. Let's stop blaming sensitivity and start working with it. ADHD and emotional dysregulation. Ever feel like your emotions go from 0 to 100 in seconds? That's emotional dysregulation, one of the most overlooked symptoms of ADHD. It's not just mood swings or being dramatic. It's your nervous system reacting intensely to situations that others might brush off. ADHD affects the prefrontal cortex, which helps regulate emotions. When it's underactive, even minor triggers can set off big reactions: anger, sadness, anxiety, or even joy. And the worst part? After the emotional storm passes, you might feel deep shame or exhaustion. But here's the thing, this isn't your fault. It's your brain trying to protect you with an outdated alarm system. In this video, we're breaking down the neuroscience of emotional dysregulation, and I'll show you calming techniques that actually work, including sensory resets and self-talk scaffolds. You'll also get access to the Emotional Regulation Toolkit inside the free ADHD Starter Kit. It's packed with quick reference sheets, grounding tools, and reset rituals to help you feel more in control. And every week, the ADHD Dopaloop newsletter dives deeper into these tools so you can start building emotional resilience that lasts. Hit the link below to grab your starter kit. You're not too sensitive, you just haven't had the right tools yet. Is it ADHD or just burnout? ADHD and burnout can look almost identical: constant fatigue, brain fog, low motivation, and feeling overwhelmed by even simple tasks. But they come from different roots. ADHD is a neurodevelopmental condition. Burnout is a state of exhaustion caused by chronic stress, and if you're neurodivergent, you might be experiencing both. In this video, we'll explore the differences and overlaps between ADHD and burnout, and why so many ADHDers mistake one for the other. You'll learn how ADHD burnout often comes from masking, overcompensating, and living in systems not built for your brain. We'll also cover how to start healing, not with generic self-care, but with real recovery tools like capacity tracking, dopamine-based rest, and environment redesign. I've included all of this in the Burnout Reset Guide, inside the free ADHD Starter Kit. Grab it using the link below, and you'll also get access to my ADHD Dopaloop newsletter, where I go deeper on topics like recovery, routines, and energy management for ADHDers. Don't just survive the burnout cycle. Learn to exit it and rebuild better.